Now let's talk about, you know, this whole submission. You know, you did make a point that you need to take everything to the Lord in prayer. Isn't this one of the reasons why most women are struggling in their relationships? Because there's a case whereby they're like, okay, I can't speak to my husband about this issue. I need to take it to the Lord in prayer. I need to take it to the Lord in prayer. Meanwhile, God has given you the voice to speak.
Yes. And you have to speak at the right time. You get what I mean? Let's say your husband, your partner just come back from work. They're hungry or they've had a very bad day. That's not when you start to tell them, you know, what you want them to listen.
Right.
As I said, you need to know the man. You need to know how to communicate to them. So whenever you speak, your voice or whatever you will say will make an impact or influence. It's not that when you compare like Europe to Ghana, you know, if we're talking about submission and taking everything in prayer, these Caucasians, most of them, they're not Christians, but they're still being abused. They have a voice, but they're still being abused.
Right.
So it's more about you, the woman, empowering yourself, know your self-worth. Back to what you were saying, submission. We have sub and then mission. When you read Ephesians chapter 5 verse 21, it says, submit to one another. Most times the preachers jump to verses 22, wives submit to your own husbands. But the first one says, submit to one another. So in a relationship or in a marriage, the submission is both parties.
I'm wondering why the preachers jump.
They jump. Submit to one another.
So it's one another. It's not one side.
No. Submit to one another.